Hey there, welcome to Rusty's Sudoku stream. I am Rusty. So badly that I'm not even sure I'm getting the game started up properly. There we go. And we are doing puzzle number 603 from the hard collection from SudokuStore's 1000 hard Sudoku puzzles. This will be the first Sunday or Saturday puzzle of 2006. We'll get another 362 more to go this year. Hopefully you will enjoy some of them. If you have not been playing Sudoku up to this point, we do an easy puzzle on Sunday. Actually, historically, we've done an easy puzzle on Sunday. This year, I'm starting a new process. We'll do an easy puzzle on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Tuesday being a 2 per day, we'll also be doing a medium puzzle, the same number, and that will be followed on Thursday or on Wednesday and Thursday with more medium puzzles. And then on Friday, we'll do a Friday and Saturday, we'll be doing hard puzzles, one each. Occasionally, I mess up and do things like get the wrong date selected. This year, I'm hoping that my technique, the puzzle number is going to be 600 plus the 3-digit Julian date for the day of the year. And we'll see how that goes. All right. At this point, we've got the puzzle. I've got, I think, puzzle loaded from the puzzle that the Sudoku Store has presented. So you get about 20 seconds to grab a screenshot if you'd like and start doing the solve. Oh, it's not quite correct. So I botched something. What did I miss? That's supposed to be a 2. There we go. All right, 20 seconds. 15, well, 10 now. And now I get to start. Okay, we got a 1 here. One of these two will be an 8. I've got one of these two will be a 9. And let's see. One of these two will be an 8. And here one of these two will be an 8. So this is an 8 over here. Got a 2 here, 2 here. This will be a 2. One of these two will be a 2. Here we've got one of these two being a 2. There's a 2 already placed there. Get a 1 here, another 1 here. This becomes a 2. That makes this a 2. Means that this will be a 2 up here. How about... Okay, I think that takes care of all the 1s and all of the 2s. So, how about 3s? We get a 3 here. That's the only 3 on the board. I end up with 3 possibilities here, 4 possibilities here, 4 possibilities here. All of these are available. All of these are available. 3 possibilities here. All of these are available. All of these. Well, all right, 4s. We get a 4 here. One of these 3 is going to be a 4. One of these 3 is going to be a 4. Up here, one of these three will be a 4. We get a 4 here, which reinforces that. Doesn't change it though. All right, I think that means I'm going to have to move on to 5s. We've got 5 there, 5 there. One of these two will be a 5. 3 possibilities here. 2 possibilities here. That means one of these two is going to be a 5. Over here, I've got I got 3 possibilities here. 4 possibilities here. All right, on to 6s. This is going to be a 6. This will be a 5. That means one of these two are going to be a 5 now. Let's see. One of these 3 is going to be a 6. This will be a 6. I got 2 possibilities here. That means this is a 6. Now we are down to 2 possibilities here for a 6. 2 possibilities here for a 6. And that means 2 possibilities there for a 6. Except that this one's not going to be 6, it's going to be a 7. That makes this a 6. Let's see. One of these 3 is a 7. One of these 2 is a 7. That makes this a 7. One of these 3 will be a 7. I get 2 possibilities here for a 7. All right. 8. We've got one possible 8 here. And this is not a possible 8, so that makes this an 8. Turns this into a 7, 9, and 5, with the remaining 3 going in here. That means one of these is a 3. 1, 2, 3. One of these 2 is a 4. And one of these 2 is a 5, making this into a 4. This becomes a 6. All right, over here we got a 1, 2. This one's going to be a 3. One of these two, this one's going to be a 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this will be a 9 here. That means this is going to be a 9 and a 7 here. Over here we've got 2 possibilities for a 9. 1, 2. So one of these 3 is going to be a 3. It's going to be one of these 2, because we got 3's locked in here. And then we've got a 4 going into one of these 2. Let's see, over here, one of these 3 is going to be a 4. 5 here, 6 already. Nope. We've got some problems here. Yes, one of these 3 will be a 7, but neither of these can be a 7 if that's a 7. All right, let's back out to that point. All right. So let's see if the 2 changes any down here. We have to go all the way back to change the 2. All right. But that has to be a 1. Means that has to be a 1. That has to be a 2. That has to be a 2. Which means this up here has to be a 2. Turning that into an 8. All right. That makes that into an 8. Still 3 possibilities for a 4 here. One of these is going to be a 4. All right, get a 9 here. 3 or 4 possibilities for 9 there, 3 there, 2 here. 5 possibilities that okay, 9s aren't being very useful for us. All right, do I have 1s and 2s everywhere now? I believe I do. Yes, I do. So let's look at 3s. Get a 3 here. 3 possibilities for 3 here. 3 possibilities there. 3 possibilities here. Everything's open for 3 there and there. 4 possibilities there. Okay, can't do anything with 3s at this point. 4s. So I get a 4 here and a 4 here, meaning one of these 3 is a 4. One of these 2 is a 4. Got 3 possibilities up here. 3 possibilities here. 3 possibilities here. And everything's open here. All right, 5s. 5 here and here. Also 5 here. One of these 3 will be a 5. One of these 3 will be a 5. Got 4 possibilities for a 5 up here. 3 possibilities here. 3 possibilities here. 4 here. All right, that's all I can do with 5s at the moment. 6s. 6 here and here makes this into a 6. That makes this into a 6. One of these 3 will be a 6. One of these 2 is a 6. Got one of these 2 coming up as a 6 now. And 3 possibilities here. Go with the 3 possibilities here. All right, 7s. We got a 7 here and a 7 here. Means this is going to be a 7. One of these 2 will be a 7. Means I've got one of these 3 will be a 7. Down here, I've got 3 possibilities for a 7. 3 possibilities here and here. 2 possibilities for a 7 here. That makes it 2 possibilities over here. Doesn't change that. 3 there. All right. 8s. We've got an 8 here, 8 here, 8 here. Goes with 8 here, 8 here, 8 here, 8 here. Looks like 8s are dropped in everywhere. So let's look at 9s. Got those 3 as possible 9s. One of these 2 will be a 9. Got 3 possibilities here, 2 possibilities here. Everything's currently open here and here. And 3 possibilities here. All right. So we got a 1. 1s and 2s are taken care of. Do we have anything better with 3s at this point? Well, we got 7, 9 up here, so one of these 2 has to be a 3. I've got 3 possibilities here, 2 possibilities here. That means one of these 2 is a 3. I end up with 3 possibilities here, 3 here, 2 possibilities for 3 here. That means this one's going to be, one of these 2 will be a 5. Kind of figured as much earlier already, but you know, does help to have that in here. One of these two will also be a 5, is what's missing here. That means one of these two is going to be a 5, and that means one of these two will be a 5. All right, over here, I've got two possibilities for a 5. And that takes care of getting place marks for 5s on the board. Let's look at 6s. 3 possibilities for a 6 here. This now becomes a 6, makes this into a 6. That means this is a 6. And we've got 2 possibilities for a 6 here, along with 2 possibilities for a 6 here. We got the 7s already marked all over the place except here. And unfortunately, I've got 3 possibilities there. I have 3 possibilities here as well. One of these 3 is going to be a 7. All right, 8s are on the board, 9s. Let's see, we got these 2 as a 9. 9 in one of these 2. All right. 5-3 pair here makes this one into a 4. That means one of these 2 is a 4. One of these 2 is a 4. And I get 3 possibilities for 4 here, along with 3 possibilities. No. Because this is blocked from being a 4, none of these can be a 4. 4 has to be in this row, and that's the only one in this column that can be a 4. All right. Doesn't really help us down here. Still have 3 possibles there, 3 possibles here. All right. How about 5s? Do we have anything good with 5s here? We do now. This one of these two has to be a 5. 6. Still have 3 possibilities for a 7 here and here. These 2 is a 7. That means one of these 3 is a 7. And unfortunately, just the 2 there doesn't really help me with determining that here. 8s are taking care of 9s. Still 3 possibilities for a 9. This becomes a 9. Means this is a 5. That means this is a 3 and a 9 here. One of these 2 is going to be a 3. It's going to be this one. So this becomes a 3. Okay. And that tells me that's probably not a 5. Okay. So for now, let's go with this being a 5. That makes this a 7, this a 5. This becomes a 5, a 3 here. This becomes a 3 and 9 here, and this becomes a 9. Over here, this becomes a 5. This should be a 9. And one of these 2 will be a 3. This becomes a 3, 4, and 9. So 4 and 3 here. 5, 3 pair here. That doesn't change, but we now get to fill in these. 1, 2. One of these will be a 3. And the other will be a 7. So now we've got 2 possibilities for a 7 there. 2. This becomes a 4. So one of these 2 will be a 9. Down here, one of these 3 is going to, nope, one of these 2 is going to be a 9. 1, 2, 3. One of these 3 is going to be a 4. It's going to be one of these 2, which means that's a 9. One of these two will be a 3, but apparently it's not this one. That makes this a 3. This turns into a 3. This becomes a 5 and a 3 here. This becomes a 5 with a 4 here, making this a 6, 4 and 7, 9, 9 and 7, 6 and we're missing a 7 here, 9 and 7 here to solve the puzzle. Hey, that took me 17 minutes, 47 seconds. Looks like I had a couple of false starts in there. False paths that I followed and realized, nope, couldn't do that. How did you do? Let me know in comments. Let me know on the comments on Facebook, Blue Sky, or Metaverse, whichever you're using. If you're on X, sorry, I don't play on X these days, or Twitter. I will play on Twitter again, perhaps someday when management changes. We'll see how that goes. In any case, I want to say thanks to everybody, and I hope you have a good day. Kind of rough around the edges here today, so I hope this will help lighten your day a little bit. Take care, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow.